Welcome to the video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for clicking on it. Today, you are going to find out whether or not I was able to build a Blackluster Soldier deck in the space of 1 week. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to know. First off, you're finding out. I'm not finding out. I already know. I've already recorded the entire video, and normally I do it sequentially, and you go along on the journey with me, and you will do that. But before you get in touch with Past Soul, I need you to just listen. For various reasons, this video was not able to come out when it was supposed to. Just an amalgamation of things. I'm in a different place. This isn't my house. The initial recording for this video was started all the way back when the box first came out. So when you hear me reference things like the current available deck list, it's just not going to be the same as it is when you're watching the video now in the present because of how time works. Also, yes, the account in the video is still being given away. I won't tell you whether or not the deck was completed because that would be spoilers, but just watch into the video to find out how you enter the giveaway. I put it in there somewhere. The last thing I want to note is that if you want to build this deck free to play, I do believe that it's very possible, it's very viable on a brand new account, as you're about to see. Now, was I able to do it? Let's find out. Remember to like the video if you have a good time, or dislike it if you don't. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content, and have a fantastic day. Get back to Past Soul. So I am literally making this video on the spot in response to the draws that I just got on this account. Now, this is my second copy of Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier on here, and I am 20 packs into the box, right? So on my first box run, it took about 40 pulls. On the second box run, only 20. So here's the problem, right? I don't know what a Blackluster Soldier deck list looks like. As at this portion of the recording, it's only a day after the box is released. No one's cogged with it on DLM. All of the builds are old. Nothing new is included. I don't really know what ratios I should be aiming for. I don't know if I should go after further into the box on Book of Moon. Like, this is a brand new account, by the way. I made this account today. I was just doing resets and pulls to see what could be done. The world level is 3, and as soon as this finishes loading, I can show you the account date, right? So my world level brand new, the account date literally today. Yeah, days played 1. So this is a brand new account, and I have options here. Now, on the first run through, didn't get any copies of Book of Moon, and I don't know if I need 3 copies of the Ritual or 2, so I kind of need to figure this out as I'm going along. The one thing that I do know for sure, though, is that there is Blackluster Soldier support that was printed in the Fortress of Gears box that isn't included in this same box. Now, I don't know if the support is good. A lot of it was reprinted, but specifically this card, Envoy of Chaos, I'm pretty sure it's important because it's an SR card. I'm not building off of anything, which is the problem. I need to find a deck list. See, now, normally when I do these challenges, I build off of Duel Links meta, but yeah, still, the only deck list from this year that used Blackluster Soldier is this one. Didn't include the SR card, but also it's using the Shooting Star Road skill, which, I don't know, I'm not going that route, so I don't really know what to do here. That being said, I think there is one very important thing to take away, and it's Gateway to Chaos. No matter what this deck ends up looking like, I can only imagine that you will be running Gateway to Chaos at least 1 or 2, so maybe we go after that. So, the positives, Gateway to Chaos is in 2 structure decks. The negatives, they're both EX structure decks, so I can't get 2 copies right now. I'll be able to get the second copy soon. They're in the Rise of Gaia and the Magician of Chaos structure decks, right? Which, 1,000 each, not great, but it is what it is. I wish that they had more BLS support in these boxes that actually helped towards, my overall build. But it gives me time to think and maybe time to wait to see if a better deck list emerges. If not, I'm just gonna wing it with just something that I make up on the fly. Yo, so it's day 2 on the account. I'm over here. I'm actually on stream. We're streaming. Say hi. If you're watching this video and you were here for the stream, just wave at yourself real quick, right? Just wave. Just wave to the crowd. Smile and wave, right? So, I couldn't find a viable deck list for Blackluster Soldier. I mean, we're very new into the box's life, but I feel like that kind of showcases the very fact that people aren't that hype about the BLS support, which is fine and fair enough. So on the screen somewhere, I don't know where I'm going to put it, there's going to be a deck list, and that's a deck list that I'm going to be building off of. It's not a proven one, it's literally just one that I made myself, and It is what it is, I guess. I think I just have to rock with that. And by the time this video is out, there will probably be some proven deck lists, and they might not look anything like this. But I've got the 3 Cosmics, that way I can trigger the Master of Right skill. I'm working on unlocking Pegasus, that way I can get the Master of Right skill at level 20 for him, and we go from there. Yeah, so I just have to do these requirements. I unlock Pegasus, grind him up for Master of Rights. I'm gonna go after 2 of the SR card, right? The one from the mini box, just because I don't know what's good and what's not, right? This is very headcanon-y, so if this proves to be the wrong way of building, normally when I make these videos, I'm trying to show you the routes that you go down. I don't recommend you go down the exact same route. I recommend that if you're watching this video and you want to build Blackluster Soldier as well, check to see if there are any proven decks since I made this that look free to play viable, and plan a route yourself. That would probably make a little bit more sense, just based on the circumstances around everything that's going on, right? So now we gamble. I don't want to tap on it. We're going in for the SR Blackluster Soldier card, and we're going in for the little boys, right? The little guys. That's what we need for the deck, because we need 2 copies. So if we get it on good odds, that's an easy reset is the thing. That's an easy reset. Show me something nice. What's good? What's good with you? What's good with you? What? Okay, we didn't get it. That's okay. What I don't like though is, by virtue of the fact that we got other SR cards, it makes me feel like we're less likely to get the one that we're actually going after. I mean, it's only day 2. I still have 5 days to grind up gems, and sort out an extra deck and all that good stuff. Okay, so these are good, right? Now I have 3 copies of Beginning Nights. That is solid. But the one that we're here for is the SR. This is cool, but it's useless. It doesn't do anything for me. So this is our last pull. Well, not our last pull. Our last 10 pull for a little bit. And then we're going to carry on with the stream. Come through to the streams. They're fun. We're having fun here. We're about to do a point battle room and depression. All right, fine. That's cool. Get down how you get down, I suppose. We're not at good odds. We're leaving the realm of good odds. Hopefully we get something like mid and we carry on from there. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the play. Say goodbye to stream. They're not going to be here for the rest of the video. And I'll see you soon. The world that we live in is full of chaos and mystery and wonder. And it is just not a fair, good place to be. How can something be so good and so bad at the exact same time? I think it's day 4. All sense of time is completely lost to me. And that shows because I burnt my dinner. I was working. I was editing. I was editing videos and I got carried away. It's like 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning and I wanted hot wings, bro. I can't afford to throw these away. Burnt wings and broken dreams aside, the reason why I was driven to record now, what broke me out of my late night editing stupor, was I was grinding on this account on the side while I was editing, and I pulled a copy of Envoy of Chaos, and I thought, okay, what better time to update these people about the progress of the account, and also just not eat tonight, I guess. So it took us 58 pulls to get that copy of Envoy of Chaos, but if you have a keen eye, you notice that is my second copy and not my first. Now, did I go through the entire box with gems and just go back through and you guys are just seeing that now? No. Are you insane? No. That was a dream ticket. And as you can probably tell, that's different from the initial plan that I had. Well, the initial overall plan has changed. So I'm just going to show you. There's only 2 pages of pulls here for me to even show you all of that with gems. Now, the reason that the plan has changed is because more builds have come to light. So, as of right now, if you look up Blackluster Soldier on Duel Links Meta, there are 4 builds that come out, 4 of them proven in one way or another. 3 use a stick and chair engine, 1 of them is a standard one, which is right here, and it's actually my favorite one. They included Djinn, Demolisher of Rituals, a free card, and they also included Silent Swordsman level 5, with the idea being that you send, 1 is dark, 1 is light, send them both to the graveyard, boom, you have an untargetable Blackluster Soldier, but they only play it at 1 copy. Now, the ritual, it allows you to summon from the grave, so you can do it again, and then, use your beginning and end and all that kind of stuff, and that's all cool and fine. But they also included Charging Gaia, the Fierce Knight, and I did find that interesting, as well as Arson Gaia. But these 2 cards are both level 7, and there's no level 1 card in the build, so I don't know how these 2 cards contribute towards the summon of your boss monster. I know that you can get them onto the field and do things, and maybe like XZ summon because they've got the Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack in the deck, so like maybe that's the plan. I like the inclusion of Silent Swordsman. Now, why I don't think that this is possible for us, and this is just going to be a general discussion now. This has become more of a discussion. This requires 3 structure deck purchases. Now, I could do this with Dream Tickets, but my Dream Tickets have already gone somewhere else due to lack of information, right? Now, these 3 could be gotten with Dream Tickets. Oh no, 2 of these could be gotten with Dream Tickets. 1 by going into the box at 500 gems, and we'd also get 1 copy of this. This we already have from Master of Chaos. This we get from regular rank tickets, same as this. We've already got this. So then we would still have 1 UR Dream Ticket left over. We would get this. And then we'd have to do 2 main box runs to get 2 copies of that. So basically, it would have been possible because they only have 1 copy of Blackluster Soldier, which means the 1 main box run that we used on that, we save it, use it on Cosmic, and we go from there. It just kind of changes up the build, and they don't include the level 4 monsters that we're including. Now, as for the people who went the stick and chair route, this also could have been possible. There are 2 UR Dream Tickets that we have that would cover stick. They've only got 1 copy of Blackluster Soldier, so had we not gone after the second copy, maybe we get our 3rd copy of stick on that main box run. We get 2 copies of chair on that main box run. We've got 1 UR Dream Ticket left, so we get 1 copy of Sphere Karibo, but then what do we do about the 3 Cosmic Cyclones down here, right? That's another 3 main box runs plus the extra Sphere Karibo. So I don't think that would have been viable. I feel like that's a bit too expensive, but there's a little bit more to consider here. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is Duel Links meta themselves. On stream, they were playing around with Blackluster Soldier. I think I've got a screenshot on the screen that you should be able to see. And while they were just playing on the ladder, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're promoting that deck as like the best deck. Well, we get all our decks from Duel Links meta anyway, so I figure we might as well take it into consideration. And they went a completely different route. They used the actual like anime focused skill, and they have the 2 different types of Blackluster Soldier. That way they can switch between it using the trap that they included, and they're the only ones that included any copies of the trap. Now, I thought that the rare trap would be better, but apparently they were using the normal trap, right? On top of that, the Sphere Karibo was being used with the level 7 Gaia monster, and you use the ritual spell. You send 1 Sphere Karibo to the graveyard, you send 1 of the level 7 monsters to the graveyard, boom, that's a level 8, or you draw the Sphere Karibo and you use it defensively. And then obviously Kite Roid, right? So looking at all of that, I kind of just figured, okay, what do we do here? How do I, at the stage in the game that I'm in, I no longer feel like there is a proven method, a proven right way. There seem to be different approaches to this. Let me find my own amalgamation based on, what I've got so far, because unlike regular challenges, we didn't start based on a build and go from there. We kind of just started and now we're finding our footing. So I guess you can take my deck list with a pinch of salt, but I think that this is actually, I'm proud of this deck list, right? I'm proud of what we're putting together, kind of taking pieces of what different people had tried out and making it work together. I still use 2 UR Dream Tickets to get 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, because my thought process being, I want to activate Master of Rights. It was cool that DK used the other skill, but I just don't like it as much. So activating Master of Rights would be cool, but also using Sphere Karibo alongside charging Gaia would also be really cool. So 1 copy of that, and then I'm going to get 2 copies of Kite Roid from the card trader and try and play the build a little bit more defensively, using the standard Master of Rights skill, because when I Cosmic Cyclone, I will lose 1,000 life points and be able to activate Master of Rights. So I really like that. I've also included this trap instead of the one DK used. The reason why he was able to use that trap is because he was using 2 different types of Blackluster Soldier, because the name has to be different, unless I'm misunderstanding how the effect works. This Super Soldier Shield, it just negates any targeting effect when you have Blackluster Soldier on the field, and if it's in your graveyard, you can reset it from the graveyard, so it's a 2 times negate, which is really, really good in my opinion. And so based on all of that, I'm going to get a second copy of this. Not everyone used Envoy of Chaos, but it was in DK's build when he was playing on stream, and kind of just creating my own version based on everything that I've seen. So I did switch up my initial build. I feel like my initial idea was interesting enough, but too vanilla in terms of you want more options, right? You want more options. I got a 3rd copy of this, and I brought this down to 2 copies because with Master of Rights, you're going to be searching it out anyway. You don't need to have that much going on. So this is just a good searcher. We're trying to activate this, trying to get Master of Rights going, and also Sphere Karibo works well with this because this says if you discard a card from your hand, you place a counter on it, and that just gets you closer to being able to search out your ritual spell, right? Now, unlike all the people who only used one copy of this, I feel like I want two. And I think that's my main deck done, right? I feel like this is a solid Blackluster Soldier deck once I get the Master of Rites skill. And so I do believe that you can build Blackluster Soldier free to play in 1 week if you have obviously the proper planning done and you know which direction you're targeting and you go at it in a targeted, focused way, because any gem spent in any wrong place is a waste. Any dream tickets wasted on something that you won't need for the final build is a waste. And so in building my way, it made it impossible with the same account to try and deviate to someone else's way. So I kind of just adapted and then doubled down. So now that I've actually got Envoy of Chaos, I can add this into the build. So I've got 2 of that. I'll save this deck list. Pegasus is currently level 19, so I'm 1 level away from being able to unlock the Master of Rites skill, which is just aces, A1, we're looking good. Now, I might still unlock the anime skill just for the sake of it, because I think it's event specific. I could be wrong about that, but if it is, the person who wins this account, well, if they want to be creative with how they play and everything, then they might not like the standard skill. Maybe the current existing anime skill gets buffed, and I want the person who gets the account to be able to have fun, be creative. Hashtag be creative. If you want to enter the giveaway for this deck, because I'm giving this away, I have most of the BLS cards on my main account, so I'm probably going to learn to play them if I haven't already done it by the time this video is coming out. Hashtag be creative in the comments and tell me, hashtag be creative and tell me whether you prefer to net deck or build your own decks along with your comment. Do those 2 things and you get to be entered in the giveaway. Don't forget to like the video as well. That really does help me out. And subscribe. That's not a requirement. It's just a nice thing that you can do. Also, before I go, I was right. It is day 4 on the account. My concept of time, while warped, is not completely distorted. That being said, I chicken, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we are victorious with the strength and the skills at our disposal. We've completed a Buster Blader deck in the space of 7 days. So we are here, big chillin'. Let me just take a look around. Now, there's a couple of important things to note, a few caveats, because if you look over here, the account tells you that it's day 10. Don't believe its lies. Let me tell you what's going on, right? So, I have been up, down, all around trying to get this video out, but one thing after the other ended up coming up. My internet went down for a couple of days, so I would log on to the account. It would register me logging in, but then I wouldn't be able to establish connection long enough to record, so on and so forth. So the days kind of just racked up. But there is a method by which I can show you that only 7 days were spent on the account, and that is with the purchase history. Well, specifically the fact that there are no purchases, but every single time I spend gems, if you look at the dates, we have the 19th, we have the 18th, we have the 17th, the 16th, and 15th, then the 14th, so that's 6 days. Is that 6 days? Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's six. And then we move on and we have the 12th, which makes 7, and those are all of the pulls that we did on the account. So despite me not being able to record this in the proper sequence that I would like to, and despite what the account may say, the deck was done in 7 days, even though the account is 10 days old. So what we ended up with here is a Blackluster Soldier deck that I personally am pretty proud of for the 1 week time period that was allotted. There were a lot of ups and downs in terms of the deck list and how we would go about things, but based on just what we have at the end of the day, I'd say we've done pretty alright for ourselves in terms of the main deck, even the extra deck to an extent, and just having something saucy, something viable for Blackluster Soldier anyway. I don't think time has passed and I've actually gotten a chance to play Blackluster Soldier. It's not all that. I'm gonna keep it $150 with you, but like, hey, at least we know that we can do it. So with that being said, thank you for watching the video. I hope you had a good time. Remember to enter the giveaway if you're interested. Like the video because I've asked you to, and subscribe if you'd like to be here more often. Have a wonderful day, and bye, friends.